Welcome back to the Michigan Business Beat, brought to you on the Michigan Business Network. Chris Holman here, and I'm here with Phil Roos, and we are at the Capital Region International Airport in the Friendship Room. Don't you feel better already?
I feel it's so friendly in here.
All right. So Phil Roos, of course, is the head of EGLE, and if you would explain a little bit what EGLE is.
Yeah, sure. EGLE is the Michigan's Department of Environment, Great Lakes, and Energy. So we're all about protecting the 10 million citizens of the state across air, land, water, climate, and we also play an important role in economic development and helping communities thrive.
Phil, that is a huge job. I mean, they've given you all the Great Lakes plus, right? I mean, that's a bit of work. Listen, can you explain a little bit the primary purpose of the EPA is get the lead out?
Yeah, you bet. So that's part of a much broader commitment from the Biden-Harris administration and also a cooperative effort between federal, state, and local efforts to really try to ensure clean drinking water that every citizen of this state is entitled to. The Get the Lead Out program is a program specifically targeted to help communities, particularly those most in need, to be able to plan for and get access to federal money, locate lead service lines so they can get them out. So that's an important step that may have been missing. You can pay for lead service line removal, but you have to know where they are first.
Well, and you know, for all the water we've had some water issues over the last few years, so it's good to keep an eye on all that. Okay, so earlier this year, Governor Whitmer and EGLE announced a $290 million expansion of the My Clean Water Plan. How's this expansion going to ensure more access?
Yeah, well, let me take a step back and we talked about the basic values of everybody having access to clean water, whether it's water through your pipes or wastewater treatment. And we have a program called the SRF Fund that is what we use to finance either loans or grants to communities to help them with water infrastructure projects. The Whitmer administration, since it's been in office, has dedicated $4 billion to that program and to water infrastructure generally, but it's never enough. The need is always outpaces what we have available because of so many years of deferred maintenance, and a lot of these plants were started 50, 100 years ago. So we just in an effort to really close that gap a little bit, there was an existing bond authority, the Great Lakes Water Protection Bond that was issued several years ago. And what Governor Whitmer did is to take the remaining $290 million from that program and put it into our SRF program so that we could make it available. So just to put that in context, in this current cycle, one-year cycle that we're in right now, we have $3.5 billion of demand for new water infrastructure projects from across the state. And we had funds available of about $750 million. And so this $290 million is on top of that so that we can get really close to, start to close that gap.
Absolutely. So listen, the expansion of this initiative has created more than 4,000 local jobs. We like to talk about jobs.
Yeah.
That's important stuff. What specific jobs has EGLE brought into play here?
Well, it's a whole range, and if you back it up, we're talking about a total of 57,000 jobs from that $4 billion in total infrastructure since the governor's been in office. It's a range of things. It's the people who are actually digging up the lead pipes or doing construction work on to revitalize or refurbish wastewater treatment or drinking water plants. And then there are a lot of ancillary jobs around that. Just you got communities that are thriving, you got businesses that are attracted, and it's a big number when you add that all in.
Well, I mean, arguably, clean water is our most valuable resource here, and that's going to be the magnet in the future. Okay, so this significant investment has EGLE made to ensure the protection and the preservation, of Michigan's water resources.
Yeah.
Yeah, so tell me about that. So tell me how you're going to protect us all.
Well, we have, in our state, we have something called the lead and copper rule, and EPA has a version of that too that they're just updating, which basically sets standards for how many detection of lead or copper in drinking water. And I'm happy to say with that program, we have some of the safest drinking water in the country right now. We still have issues that pop up from city to city. We have a big Great Lakes water conference coming up later this month to just discuss all this, because we're at the 50th year anniversary of the Clean Water Act, the Safe Drinking Water Act.
Yeah, but 50th year.
50th year,
Wow.
and the amount of progress that's happened over that time period, and we've got a group of people, it's 25th, 26th of September, coming together to really focus on where do we go from here, and there's still room to go for sure.
Well, listen, thank you for being Michigan's Eagle.
Well,
We
thank you.
appreciate
Glad
that.
to be that.
Bill Roos,
so great to be with you,
Executive
Chris.
Director. It's always good to have you here, my friend.
Okay.
You've been watching the Michigan Business Beat on the Michigan Business Network, and we are here at the Capital Region International Airport, but we'll be right back with you.